In this video, I'm going to give you a complete guide to testing dropshipping products with one product stores. I've been getting a lot of questions from you guys asking how to do it properly. You have questions like, should I build a brand new store every time I'm testing new product? Should I buy a domain name every time I'm testing new product? What about emails? What about customer support? A lot of questions, and in this video, I decided to answer all of them and give you the exact step-by-step guide showing you how to test your next product with one product store. So let's dive in. Welcome back, guys. For those of you who know who I am, thank you so much for watching another video and tuning in again. And for those of you who are new here, my name's 𝗥𝗲𝗰𝗍𝗀𝗧, and since 2019, I have been working full-time as an online marketer. Now, in January 2022, I decided to take on a new challenge. I decided, after seeing a lot of gurus on YouTube claiming that dropshipping is the only way to make money online, showcasing how they are making millions of dollars with dropshipping, I decided that it's time for me to give it a go as well. So that's what I did, and I started documenting my entire journey on this YouTube channel with 100% transparency. Now here's the thing, 7 months into my dropshipping journey, nothing had worked for me. I lost over $18,000, I tested bunch of different products, and it was just very disheartening and hard journey. However, eventually, I have found my first winning product in the middle of July. And then only 2 months later, I was able to generate enough profits to recover all of the losses that I generated in the first 7 months. And then months after that, I continued generating huge profits, and eventually everything worked out for me. So, dropshipping is working, but it's definitely going to take you a lot more money, efforts, and time before you actually start seeing the success. In my opinion, there are easier ways of making money, but that's a topic for another video. So let's stick to the topic of this video. How do you test products with one product stores? And do you really have to spend time and money on the new stores every single time you're testing new product? So let me start by saying that a couple of months ago, I have made a completely separate video testing whether one product store or a general store really have that much difference in generating profit. So basically what I did is I took my winning product, I put it inside one product store and a general store, and I started running ads to both of those stores. It's worth mentioning that both product pages were pretty much exactly the same. To my surprise, one product store had generated over $400 in profits, whereas general store actually lost money. So for some reason, having one product store will help you to make a lot more money and probably find your winning product a lot faster. Okay then, but how do you do this? Here is a step-by-step guide, what I personally do and what I would recommend that you do when testing products with one product store. The first thing is that I would use only one domain and one brand name for the store. I wouldn't go ahead and buy a bunch of different domain names every time I'm testing products. If you think about it, brands like Samsung or Apple or Tesla, they have brand names that are not telling you exactly what they are selling, right? They have very unique and high-end feel to them, but they don't necessarily mean anything, right? So, in my opinion, it's fine for you to do the same thing. Buy a domain name and come up with a name for your store that is very unique, but doesn't necessarily give away what products you're selling. Now, to do that, I would recommend that you use ChatGPT. It's a very powerful tool to help you to come up with many different ideas for your brand. And eventually, you're going to find a name that really feels like it's you. It feels like it has a personality that you want it to have. Great. Now you can build your one product store. So after you have your domain name, your brand name, obviously purchase an email address as well. It's cheap, looks very professional. And then go on and create your first one product store. So create this first one product store based on the first product that you're actually testing, right? So make sure that the colors of the logo, for example, and the feel of the logo corresponds to the product. Make sure that the entire color scheme of the store corresponds to the product you're selling. Obviously, make sure that all of the images and everything else flows nicely and it really looks like a branded store for this one product. Now, when testing products, make sure that you are naming your products in an attractive way as well. They don't have to have a name of your brand. You can create a completely separate name for that product and basically try to sell it that way. And later on, if this product will work out and will be profitable, then you can take the name of the product that you have basically came up with and buy a domain for that name and build brand around this product later on. But when testing, you don't need to do that. Going back to what I was saying, make sure that this entire store it feels like a branded store for this one simple product. Test it. If it doesn't work out, what you have to do next is obviously find your next product, and then don't go about creating a completely new store. Instead, redesign and recycle the store that you currently have. So all you have to do is change the color schemes of the store, change the fonts so maybe they match your product better, and maybe even re-edit your logo. And if you don't know how to do that, how to do all of that very efficiently, there's a very cool app that I use on daily basis called 𝗥𝗲𝗰 app, and it allows you to edit your images, edit logos and everything else pretty much for free, and it's super easy to use. I'm going to leave a link to this app in the description of this video so you can go and check that out. So with those tools, with ChatGPT, with 𝗥𝗲𝗰, you can literally change the feel of your one product store to match any product you're selling, while keeping the same name, the same domain, the same email all the time. Now, here's a pro tip for you. Right now, Shopify is letting you to create an account for $1 for 3 months, right? So you can get an account for $1 and use it for 3 months. This is the promotion they are running right now. What I would do if I was you is I would create a new account, take advantage of this $1 store, use it for 3 months, and in 3 months, if I didn't find my winning product, I would close this account, I would close this store. You can get your domain back if you buy your domain in places like GoDaddy, for example. You can get your domain back, and then what you can do is create a new store, use this discount once again, and connect the same domain to this new store you created. You can reuse this one domain over and over and over and over again. I've done that many times and it just works perfectly. And this way you don't have to spend money on higher prices or higher fees for Shopify while still testing products. So this is just a money saving tip. But let's go back to the topic of this video. So you have your one product store, you're changing the colors and everything else whenever you're testing new products. Now, what this will allow you to do is to keep the same sort of address of your store, which means that when you will be testing products, and obviously you're going to be getting sales, eventually people will want to come back to this store and see where is their product and ask you a question. But if, unfortunately, you've moved on to the next product and you'd closed this store and customers would see that this store is no longer existing, the first thing they will do is get in touch with their bank, get in touch with PayPal, and try to do a chargeback on you. And this risks you getting blocked or restricted by PayPal, by Shopify, by Stripe, and you don't want to. You want to avoid that, right? So that's why this is a huge positive of reusing the same brand name, the same domain, and the same email with every product you're testing, because no matter what happens later down the line, people can always come back to the same address name, to the same domain, and even though you're now selling different product, they can still get in touch with you and solve their issue, and that's the most important thing. Plus, it saves you tons of time because you don't have to recreate all of the different policies and everything else from scratch. And for those of you who are into dropshipping and are trying to make it work, and you want to start making money online, but you're worried that you don't have enough income to actually make it work, then I have something special for you. I recently created and recorded an entire new program called Money Mastery Program. And in this program, I'm showing you literally the easiest way of making money online without putting any money up front in 2023. I have been using this way since 2019, and that's what basically allowed me to go onto my journey with dropshipping, spending a lot of money, and that's how I might make my living. So if you would like to find out what that is and how you can start making money and then maybe later on reinvest into your journey, go ahead, click on the link in below this video. I'm giving you a first lesson completely for free so you can get to know this business model, understand how it works, and maybe even start making money with this one free lesson. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.